Whitetail, how you been, buddy? And Russ and Justin and Otto. Yeah, an empty chair. I was trying to get some stuff and I grabbed my iced tea. And Santa, Dylan, Whitetail, how the heck have you been? Just trying to get situated. I was watching, hey, Gordon, was watching the news real quick. I probably shouldn't have done that. And Bob, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And there's Heather. I don't know where she's at. I think she's in her craft room. Let me know if the audio is working okay, because I can never tell. And Kentucky. Yep, everybody hit the like button. AV good. Thanks, Otto. I appreciate it. Did you watch the SP2 video I sent? I'm not sure which one, Russ. I may not have yet because I'm trying to catch up on stuff. Been a bit busy. My cell went to Barrett Jackson, Scottsdale. Cell just went great. Oh, that's cool. That's sweet, Mike. Well, I'm talking to Whitetail. That's awesome. I like watching Barrett. I let it run in the background sometimes. I enjoy that. And Barry and 68. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have watched the news. It's depressing. And Jim and Stargazer. We got 25 folks in here and 21 likes. Yeah, watching the news probably wasn't good. I was checking on things, and I probably shouldn't have did that. All I did was stress myself out. We're living in a little bit of craziness, unfortunately, but that's how it goes, I guess. I'm trying to get this camera adjusted. I was going to send my camera down to Heather's craft room to get repaired, so it's hanging by a thread up here. Brand new here, looking forward to some info to help me get started with a long overdue revival of the 71 convertible, and my screen just jumped. There we go. Been sleeping for 15 years. Well, welcome aboard, Robert, and thanks for being here. Lots to learn. Even try our Facebook group, Slades VW Community on Facebook, if you're on there. The last place anybody wants to be, I think. But weather was nice enough to get some rust treated and primed on the super. Sweet, Otto. That's awesome. And Steve and Vintage 76, my bro. Hey, Heather, I had to look for these on Lavender Wishes without any help from you. The rust is sad. I don't know if she'll catch all what you're saying because she's in her craft room. I think she just logged in to say hi. Sounds good. You sound all stuffed up yet? A little bit, Bob. I'm getting on the better side now. You know how it goes. I just woke up one day and throat sore, sinuses. So thankfully, nobody in the house got it. I kind of kept clear, you know. I got infected tooth pulled and got new Icon tools. Well, that was a heck of a twist. Did you get your tooth pulled while getting the tools? Because if you did, you should have filmed that. Yeah, we're not far, Otto. We're near Pittsburgh, so we're probably going to get affected by it. Sadly, that's just a shame what's going on. It really is. I'm very aggravated with all of it. Hey, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I can't see Mike who buys stuff. It's for privacy reasons, you know. Yeah, Otto, they just found a boomer on the tracks near Philadelphia today. Somebody just told me a little bit ago. So somebody's hard at work doing bad things. Oh, you close to there, Justin? I didn't know that. I'm watching everything that's going on, and I can't keep up on all of it. But I'm not going to start acting like a conspiracy or something. Then you guys all think I'm crazy. But lots going on. That's for sure. It's doesn't make you smile some days, you know. But I won't go that way. I'll be getting busy in the garage. Yeah, avoiding as much as I can. I try to, Dylan, but sometimes, you know. Hey, Robert, how are you, buddy? It's difficult to avoid some of it. I gotta try to keep up on stuff, you know. Thanks, Mike. I missed you, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing that motor right now, and thankfully Vintage Speed. Oh wait, that's right, he's in here. I'm sorry, I'm too much going on up here. He had said, thank you. I appreciate that. Mal Cocken. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Forgive me. Thank you for being here. He said, because that plate, the oil pump plate, when I went to put it back on, I even kind of looked at it and was like, I didn't like the way, hey, Jorg, it felt even on my fingers, you know, the slight roughness. And he had said, go ahead and get a piece of glass, some fine emery cloth, you know, hey, Dave, and WD-40, scuff it down nice and even, you know, hey, Tad. And I did that, and it come out really smooth. And the good news is the guy that, you know, owns the motor, he's got the new nuts with the, I call it silicone, on the way. They should be here any day. So I'm going to put that on right before firing it up, and going to put the top end together. I got to put the flywheel and main seal on, then all the tins. So there'll be another like 3 parts to that video. And I got to get on the 68 because I want it done like soon. I really want to get it on the road, but I got a lot of work to do in a short period of time because I'd like to take it to a few car shows this year. Be nice. Yeah, Mike hasn't watched news since 2000. I don't blame you. You're not missing nothing but a bunch of stress. Bob, I don't know. I did receive one message about Greg, and from what I understand, I don't know if it's accurate. I can't verify it, that he is doing a little better, and I hope he is. He is such a wonderful guy. I really, really think the world of him. He's not even just because of his channel. You can see who he is. He's a very nice person. I really mean that. We're just came in thinking of getting a diamond collar for her because she is my little princess. There you go. I think they actually have those like at Walmart and ones. Well, I wouldn't buy real diamonds though, but you know, I wish I had the kind of money. I don't buy diamonds for anyone, even humans. I think diamonds are overrated. Thankfully, Heather feels that way, but she does have one. But I don't know who bought it for her. No, I'm just kidding. It was me. I hope everybody's been staying really good through everything. You know, it's everything's changing, you know, a little bit quickly. So, I mean, everybody stay the best they can and be strong. You know, I feel bad for all them people in Ohio. I believe a lot of our water is going to be contaminated and the air, you know, pretty soon. But yeah, the diamonds are definitely overpriced. Heather was never big into the jewelry thing. Luckily, she's okay about VW parts. But she was never real big on that stuff. I was even going to buy her a new watch to, it was an MK watch or something, but then I mentioned it to her and she went, no. Yeah, you know what? That is an antique phone, right? Did I do it right? There. That's 1941 Stromberg. Not that I'm, you know, real great at that. I just read it because we picked it up at one of them Fleetiques, I think is what it's called. We love going to them and finding vintage stuff. I need help with fabricating way of attaching the Honda seats to the MP mounts. There we go. Your video doesn't work for me. Then you shouldn't watch it. You get fabricating. You can't really watch any one video when you're doing fabricating. I'm sure everybody will agree with that. Fabricating, I'm going to be putting them Procar scat seats in probably in about a month to what you'll see on the videos. And truthfully, I'll put it up how I fabricate them and what I do, but it won't apply to everybody, you know. Did you see the clip where the girl throws the rock in the creek, the oil sheen rises from the creek bed? Oh yeah, Justin, I seen it. Just when they said, you know, nothing to see here, you know, everything's nice and there's dead fish floating all down there. Yeah, I think something's wrong. Hey, Nate, how you doing, buddy? I'm talking to V8 Nate. Greg responded back in his last video 7 hours ago, so that's good. He's doing well enough to mess around on YouTube and respond to his messages. Thank you, Nate. I was busy all day today, so I didn't get time to check the videos. That's strange. I didn't get a notification on that. But thank you for chiming in, Nate, because I'm just hoping the best for him. I really, really mean that. Last time I bought a diamond, it cost me a fortune when it came to the divorce that followed. Yeah, that's usually the end game that cost the most. I'm waiting to hear about the local well contamination from East Palestine spill, only 30 minutes from there. Yeah, Terry, you're Tad, you're near my daughter, pretty much. So I kind of figured that, yeah, that wasn't going to fare well out that way. You know, we'll see where this goes. I don't see a good outcome with it. My great uncle actually had one of those crank phones on his wall with corded earpiece. I'm still wearing the 1980s. You know what? I love the old stuff. If it wasn't for the internet and all this crap, I would just have a landline. I'd be really happy, you know. But over this last week or two, for some reason, I've learned not to carry my phone around with me. I do what I got to do. I put my phone down and I go about my day. And I know some people probably get upset and think, geez, it took him like 8 hours to answer my text. But it just is what it is, you know. We need our life, too, at the same time. I got the pick set and the new stool from Icon. Nice. Sweet, Dylan. And there is William. How you doing, buddy? Oh, yeah, 35 people in here and 25 likes. Some of you didn't hit the like button. Yeah, I try to pray, if possible, for the people in Ohio and surrounding areas, you know. Like I said, they said they found a bomb in Philadelphia on the train tracks. So who knows why this is all happening. But luckily somebody caught it, I guess. I don't know. Could have been an amateur being an idiot. It was a pipe bomb, from what I understand. So, but I won't get everybody depressed here, you know. I don't bother you with text and calls. I said I wouldn't when we first met. You don't bother me, Mike. I just didn't want to bug you because I didn't hear from you. So I thought I don't want to aggravate you, you know. What next on your car, Slade? As soon as I get his motor done in a couple of weeks here, well, as you'll see a couple of weeks on film, I got to get underneath on the carriage where the transaxle sits. I got to wire wheel, clean all that up, hit it with rust bullet, and I got to hit all my inner wells, get them done. Then I think before I even put the front beam on the net, I mean, I got to get the front beam all assembled and everything, which I'll do films on that. I need to sand down my dashboard and spray that, get the headliner cleaned up, because before I know it, I know how things go. I'll be putting the carpet down and putting the seats in. Like, it starts moving along pretty quick, you know, at some point. Their small store up next town to me. It's been around since the 30s. I get a couple shirts from them. We're there and bring Lucy there, and she is the talk of the place. That's cool, Dylan. That's awesome. It's nice when there's been some mom and pop stores that have been around for a long time. You know, we don't have too many of them near us anymore. I'd rather always support, you know, the older places that's been around, the mom and pop places, the farmers, you know, when possible. And we have AK A Ray Gun 64 in Arizona. Thank you for being here. And I'm doing great. Thanks. 69. On the other hand, is not so well. Well, that's not good, William. Of course, that's life in the air-cold world, sadly. That's over 10 night, no problem. Greg's a great guy. He had lots of prayers for him, and Volkswagen God's looking down at him. I'm glad you stopped in, Nate. I really am. I was thinking about Greg a lot. Trust me. You can see his real personality on film. He's just a super, super nice guy. He really is. And I was really hoping everything went well. I'll check his video out as soon as I get off of here tonight, because I didn't get alerted on it, although it was kind of hectic today. I don't have a single VW part anymore that I know of. Now I'm wanting to get back into dubs as I finally found a notch. Oh, I love notchbacks. I've never seen one in real life, though. And that's probably because of where I live, you know, on the map. We don't have stuff like that here, unless somebody got one hidden somewhere. My mom went to high school with the family who owned it. Oh, that's cool, Dylan. That's awesome. Just ordered a lot of parts from CIP1 and Topline last night. I'm upgrading my suspension, some chrome, and a set of German running boards. Yeah, you went right with them running boards, because if you get the other ones, then you know the deal there. But Topline has nice stuff. Really good quality. I really like them. Mama Pop's drying up for years because of the big boys. Oh, yeah, Otto, there's no doubt about that. We used to have a lot more here, and I won't name them because, they were mom and pop places, but when Walmart come in, they literally just obliterated everybody. We lost a lot of the smaller stores that were personalized. Maybe that's a good word to use, and I miss them. I miss them days a lot. Everyone watching all the dub action at King of the Hammers going on right now. Pretty cool. I don't know who you mean, King of the Hammers. I don't know who you mean, Mike. I can't think of that. I owned 2 notchbacks back in the day. Type 3s are cool. I can't afford one now. No, they're expensive now. Even the fastbacks near me are stupid expensive now. Notch is on the bucket list. Yeah, I would like to have one. I don't know if I'll ever get to. I bought some empty running boards, and after I beat them with the 2x6. For us, I know. Trust me. I don't like buying empty when I can keep from it. Hey, Uncle Bon, what's up, buddy? You just woke up from a nap. Oh, no, well, yeah, that's 6:18 out there roughly. So, yeah, I get that one. Wait a minute. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. You should really plan on going to Bug Jam in Florida in November. You'll get to see all types of VW, some really rare also. Robert, you're probably right. And I was invited by a few people to come there and stay with them if I need to, stuff like that. I'm sure I'd see a lot there because I watch videos on YouTube from Bug Jam and stuff in California. And wow, they have stuff I don't see at all. I like the place for the history and charm and good vibes, as my uncle has since passed away. Went there all the time. Yeah, it's when you go into the old mom and pop stores, it's completely different. It's so personalized. And a set of split screws drivers and an apron because of Greg. Oh, wow, that's cool vintage. Greg's just a super nice guy. I mean, I know I've not got to hang around him in real life, but it's sure easy to see who he is. He's very, very down to earth. He don't try to come off as egotistical or some professional. It's Greg, and that he's just an awesome guy. I'm sorry, I got off tracker. For information, got my e-brake cables yesterday from Jim's in Columbiana. They're having spring sale April 15th, Buckeye Jupiter Lee, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I'll actually be there, Tad. I don't know if you're going April 15th. I'm probably going more than likely. Obviously not in the Beetle because it's in the garage, but I'll probably jump in Heather's Jeep and go out there. I think it's about an hour and 20 minutes for me, something like that, depending on which way I go. Everything possibly camera pops. Refused to buy anything from Amazon simply because I don't hate the folks in my community, and after Walmart screwed over the small businesses. Yeah, you're right, Mike. When Walmart came here, they literally just wiped everybody out. All the small places left. It's actually kind of a bummer, in all honesty. Wolfsburg West for the win on running boards. Dave, I like Wolfsburg West. Them West Coast Metric, which I believe they're almost the same parts, but I've never got bad stuff from them. It was a short on him in the hospital. I came out a few days ago, and he responded to a great video on the ultrasonic cleaner, by the way. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. I like that ultrasonic cleaner. It's big. I mean, I really had a good time with that. I got to clean up some more stuff soon. The only thing is, I had to bring it down and put it in the game room in the corner because it just took up so much space on my bench. I'm like, okay, I can't leave that in here. But okay, I did see this short in the hospital, but I believe it was one from maybe last week. I'm going to have to check when I'm done here because I definitely want to chime in to them. Slades search KOH on YouTube. A lot of great dub action right now. Oh, I will. Thanks, Mike. I'll check that when I actually get off here. KOH. And yeah, California has a few shops and events frequently. Yeah, Uncle Bon, I always see you, excuse me, going into the shops out there. And I know you said one's like fairly close to you. It's like, I don't have nothing like that here. I have to get online, I guess, which is okay in a way. And maybe it's better off I don't live close, though, because then I'd be, broke. I'm already broke. Second that name, Ultrasonic is a beast. And that is for real. Let me see. I'm going to try to be there. Yeah, let me know, Tad. Just shoot me a text or something when the time gets close. Of course, you don't have to wait till then. But I got a card in the mail from Jim's with the 3 dates, so to speak. So I'm definitely going to show up just to goof off for a couple hours or whatever, walk around, and then maybe I'll stop and see my daughter on the way back. Post Pick Lucy parked in front of there. Oops, my screen jumped. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, my screen jumped everywhere. There we go. Post Big Lucy parked in front of the club page. Oh, cool. Hey, G-Man, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in. The running boards I ordered are billet, and they better fit. I forgot about Westburg West. The billets should line up. That's what I used on that Super, and I had no problem. Hey, Gary, how you doing, buddy? Truthfully, the billets I took in, I mean, not that you want to do this. Mine were used. I sprayed them black on the top and left them aluminum on the side and polished them. You know what I mean? But thanks for stopping in, Gary. I appreciate it. And we have Irish Rooster working on a deal, 79 bus for $2,000. It's got a drop valve seat and a new engine. That good deal in your opinion? Yeah, that's a really good deal. I mean, for where I live, that's a really good deal. Just make sure you go over it really well. But I guess you know that. But yeah, that's a really good deal. Make sure it has a title. That's very cheap. I'm actually getting a new dishwasher, and I'm thinking using the old one outside to test on a case. I heard the dishwashers work good for that stuff. I could probably fit half a case in this ultrasonic cleaner, to tell you the truth. But I don't have one right now. I have an extra motor, but I don't want to take it apart. It's a good engine. Let me see here. I got to catch up. I'm messing around. And good evening. Everybody pause recently. Was out on my bug. Had to visit a little town, Wilsonburg, Texas. Had some great meeting. Hey, thanks, Alita, for stopping in. I appreciate it. West Coast Metric has great rubber parts. Never an issue. No, that's G-Man. That's what I use. Is West Coast Metric. Although it said Wolfsburg West when my rubbers came from my windshield last time. And they were really soft. Like, it made it so nice to get the windshield in. Well, all the windows. Hey, Darren, how you doing, buddy? And I was a moral saver. Jane really was instrumental in the Buck Jam becoming. We worked together in a show at 90 on. She will be missed. I'm sorry to hear that, Dave. I'm not familiar with who that is, but I'm sorry about the loss. Hey, Greg, how are you? Dave, you need to do this tiny make Bug Jam show. Yeah, that's a ways off yet. If our planet's still here, I'll probably make it. How that sounds. I shouldn't have watched the news today because now I'm in a bad mood. Got a set of billets on Lucy, and they really made her look better. The billets are nice, honestly. I don't have a problem with them. Like I said, the ones I had were used, so I cleaned them up, and I painted it black on top so it would look like a factory running board and left the aluminum on the side and polished it. One nice thing, though, is it was strong in case some idiot stepped on them, you know what I mean? The problem with the boards, the door rubber keep grabbing them and gets pulled out from the door. I need to replace the door rubber now too. Make sure, Russ, I know you're probably doing this, but did you glue the door rubber in place? Because what I did with my last one is I used the 3M weather adhesive, glued it in place, shut the door. It was hard to shut because the new rubbers make it so tight. And I didn't touch the car for 48 hours until it compressed into there and dried. So that's what I did, and I had no problem. And I had billet running boards. Parking spot. I bought new extra running boards 3 years ago, my 71 Super, and they're still sitting in my garage uninstalled. They don't fit. Great, because I have, I believe I have Mexican ones sitting downstairs. That's just wonderful, because now that'll be on my mind. What didn't fit on them? Did the holes not line up in the channel, if that's what you mean? Russ, always go German door seals, find them. Use 3M black weather strip adhesive. That's what I used. Plan not be here, but the V-dubs will. Yeah, they will, Otto. Just bugging hopes to see that Bug Jam. I would really like to go. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun. I mean, I have Mexican running boards too. Yeah, you definitely do, Justin. Yeah, the bug jam, because I've always watched, the videos on YouTube, because I think Gary's taken some, and of course, G-Man. I mean, there's quite a few videos for bug jam on there, and that looks like a paradise for somebody like me, because we don't have nothing up here like that. I've had the billets on my 66 for 12 years, and I love them. Oh, yeah, I'll bet, Nate. The billets are nice because they're just so strong. Any bug jam, any good VW shows going on around PA this year that you know of? The only thing I know of, Irish, is in April is about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm Southwest PA. For me, is Jim's in Ohio. I mean, it's nice to go to. He has 3 throughout the year. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's probably 200 cars there. I really can't remember, but it's something. It's better than nothing. Gary says bug jam, and we have 53 people and 39 likes. Come on, folks, hit the like button for me. Brent does an excellent job on covering bug jam. Yeah, and Brent too. It's hard for me to remember all that. Wait, I think I was live. Was it bug jam or no? No, I can't remember. Can you believe that? Because I went live on air to help out. Yeah, that's what happens when you get older. China Clipper, tried aluminum braze the busted fins on my head. No joy. Should I get an OEM or a good aftermarket DP head? No speeder, just fun project car. Truthfully, I like to stay with OEM when possible. But I mean, if you have to go aftermarket, go ahead. I mean, I would go to CB Performance, but that's just me. I'm just saying, But thank you, Bob. Yeah, smash that like button. It helps out a lot. But it's up to you. I mean, I would try to get an original German head if possible, but check it really well to make sure there's no cracks anywhere. We have one in Washington, PA. It was the first one last fall. Yeah, Justin, you have to remind me about that when the time comes, because I definitely want to go to that. Lip facing the heater channel is too thick compared to the original. Seems like they need to be trimmed. Oh, great. Because I didn't try mine. My son got me them for Christmas, so I'll make them fit one way or the other. But it's amazing now. I've said this before. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but I seem to say it a lot. Years ago, we'd buy a part for our car and thought nothing of it. We bolted it on. Now, when we get a part and it works, we're surprised. It shouldn't be that way. Absolutely anything VW is better than nothing. Right, Irish. That's the way I try to look at it, because we don't have a whole lot near us that way, Hey, Eubank, good evening, everyone. Hoping everyone has the day off tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Oh, is tomorrow President's Day or something? That means no bills can come in the mail. You did No Dough Live with him. I was there. Okay, Robert, I couldn't remember. I did 2 lives 2 years in a row, and I couldn't remember what I was on now. Can you believe that? I went through 5 sets of running boards before the bullet set. None of those fit. Oh, wow, 5 sets. Well, I see what I'm going to go through then. So if the 60 gets done this year or next year. I think you'll get it done this year. I do. I mean, as long as you're feeling better. I mean, what you had done was not a joke. I mean, but I think you'll get it done this year. I do. I mean, it's only the beginning of the year, so you got a while to go. And you got the crappy stuff out of the way. That's a problem that the running boards have, Mr. Irish. Right? Yeah. I wish the billet running boards had some original flat. Whoops. And my screen jumped. I bought some thinking they were saying might install them and see. With the running boards, like I said, if you look back on my Super Beetle, I had a set of used billet running boards and wet sand in them, but I sprayed the top of them black, and then I left the side piece aluminum so that they looked like factory. They actually came out really nice because I didn't want the whole aluminum look, I've had very good luck with A heads, have some Foco heads for future build. Lots of good things about, though. I'll go through them and run them. Yeah, I mean, some people have had a lot of luck with AA. I just had some bad luck with some pistons that somebody bought for this engine that I'm messing with. So that wasn't a good time. I found original VWX rental birds. They're great quality. I had some of my 63, could jump on them. And Wolfsburg West, only quality aftermarket ones I found. Wolfsburg seems to put out a lot of nice stuff, in all honesty. I have the day off every day. I get up in the morning, do nothing, go to bed, not getting half of it done. Stay away from Mofoco heads. Yeah, I think Randall just tried to order a transmission from Mofoco. I thought it was them, and I think that I think they screwed him around pretty bad, and he ended up getting his money back or something like that. By the way, you and Nate are right. I want more power. That becomes addicting real fast. Bike food container empties after 2 hours of driving. It seems to collect and drain through the hole in the tunnel below the transmission nose. It has brake line. It has brake line in the cabin outside of the tunnel. Yeah, you're gonna have to look. It sounds like you popped the brake line there. Apparently, isn't your brake pedal going to the floor? I mean, you should notice something pretty crazy there with fluid coming out. I've got the same problem as Whitetail does, and my bug is missing me. You're suffering from anything. Is there anything I can do for you? I probably shouldn't have said that, Gary. Anybody that would watch your channel, I thought would have caught it. Never ending one of more power. Yeah, power's a weird thing. I mean, it. Yeah, I didn't know after I said that. Then I, it. I mean, it isn't anything that's, I don't know. Never mind. Anyhow, yeah. Once you start playing with power, my son right now is swapping a small block Chevy into his Omega, and he's like, I'll be good with about 250, 300 horse. He will be for about a day. So, a Pessimore or Grant Rings, the guys from Samba recommend it. Thanks, Vintage. Actually, what it was is one of the pistons where the wrist pin goes in, you could not get it in there no matter what you did. It just was a misfit. Something happened. I'm not sure what, you know what I mean? But I never knew about the Grant Rings. That's awesome. Truthfully, I was pretty disappointed because I used AA pistons quite a few times, never an issue. But I never tried Grant Rings. That's something I got to remember. Say it's Shane with the orange and blues. Or hey, how you doing, Shane? I'm glad you said who it was because I wouldn't have known. You got a nice Beetle, buddy. Officially done with HPMX. They will not stay in tune. I'm ordering Weber's tomorrow. Yeah, they're going to be a little pricey, Frank. I have 2 no-name 40 IDFs that will be going on the 1904. I don't have a good outlook on them. I know a few people that used them and didn't have a lot of luck with them. So it's like, I don't even know whether to try. I did see CIP1 has that new carburetor up. It looks like a Solex, but it's a 39, I believe is what it was. And somebody's going to be trying it soon on theirs. I'm kind of curious to see what it does. I was contemplating on my 1904 of putting a single 44 IDF on, but I guess I'll put duals on. I think I'm just getting tired of playing with dual carbs. I had them on my 72, and they were okay. Then they weren't. It was like a game, Brake pedal only goes to the floor, and my screen jumped when the container almost empties. Otherwise, is firm. You got to fix the leak, William. Sounds like that brake line, your main line, from the way you're explaining it, unless it's coming out of the back of your master where the pin's going in, Which generation do you have? What's a good crank size or engine size using what I already have in my 1914? Uncle Bon, it depends on what hey John, how you doing, buddy? Easy Jeezy, Nate gave a quick update, but I don't want to say because I'm not 100% sure, like if he's in the complete clear. Uncle Bon, truthfully, I mean, anything can be dependable, and I want to watch how I word that, you know what I mean? But honestly, I've always been a big fan of the 90.5 pistons, but now the 94s are running good with no problem. I mean, it's yeah, Gary just asked too. Uh honestly, I'm doing a 74 by 90.5 in 1904. But I mean, if you're running good at the 1914 level, I'd leave it alone for a little while so you don't get into a bunch of money. 76, I'm not sure, came in the engine I built last year. And boom, 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 boom. This lady just caught you. Where's Heather? Nice seeing you. Hey, Rodney, how are you, buddy? She is actually in her craft room today. She's actually been in there all day. She got a new table in there, so she tore it apart, redid the whole craft room inside. So I should have been in the garage today, and I wasn't. I used grants on my original piston cylinders. Haven't fired up yet. Fingers crossed. If Vintage said they work good, trust me, they probably do then. I never bought grant rings, so I didn't know. I think it's a great project as soon as the weather improves. Yeah, William, just check that area right there. It could be coming out the rear of the master, where your big rubber boot is that goes on it too. Just bought empty heads, cut for 90.5, 3-angle valve job. They look decent. I had to clean up a little flashing. Chinese castings look better than Brazilian heads. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't get some good MP products. I looked up them GTV2 heads or whatever they were, but for the price, truthfully, the Panchitos I think would be superior. But some of the MP stuff coming out is good now. It just depends what it is. I shouldn't say this because I don't know for fact, but I think their engine parts have gotten a lot better. I think it's the other parts that aren't so good. But then again, I don't know. I don't have proof of that, Pretty much the only reason they had brake fluid is a leak in the system. And agree, Justin, closed system. Wait, I got to catch up here. Boom, boom, boom. Any suggestions on what I need to do to my 1600 before I start it? Been quiet for 10 years. I would definitely turn it by hand. If it starts to even get a little weird, pull them plugs. Put some mystery oil or spray something down in the cylinders. Like, do the normal. I wouldn't just go hitting the key and letting it rip and then you want to pull the coil wire once you do get it cranking free and crank it to build up oil pressure first. So that's just quick thoughts that come to my mind. John at Volkswagen Planet, how you been? My League 65 was the push-in top feed rubber line. The more you stroke, you go on the crank, you'll need to change the pistons to B pistons. You can go with 74 crank for a 2054, Gyro 1914 pistons. And and I know what he's saying, Gary. It's like once you get used to that power, then you want more. It's like an addiction. With my 1904, I'm sure I'll be happy for a short period and then, the deal. But I'll probably have to be happy for a while because I got to get other stuff done. I think first generation pamps are bad. The new generation is a lot better. And I have to punch in HPMX. I don't know if I've seen that many videos on YouTube for that. On bigger crank, usually need B series pistons. Oh, he was also following up on the same thing. And I think the club members are missing Heather. She has to come out to prove she's still alive. Yeah, I knew she wasn't going to be on the night when she was in her craft room. C. Johnson, replace those valve springs on that 1600 sitting for 10 years. Yeah, it might not be bad to go over everything. I agree, because 10 years is a long time. MP engine parts are getting better, just test fit. Yeah, Vintage, that's what I thought, just from other people posting. I can't verify it, that they said that the engine parts have gotten better than they were years ago. Those Panchitos from CB Performance must be really good heads, though. I've read a lot good on those. And again, I can't verify it. I forget what heads are going on the 1904. They're big valve heads. I forget now, 42s. I can't remember. But they're from a private vendor out that way in California. At the very least, adjust those valves. Been sitting long. I would have gotten the Panchitos, but they are a bigger valve. I will cross my fingers on what its stock valve size. Oh, I can understand that. I mean, I was just saying for somebody going performance-wise, you know, Gary and I have even talked about that before, that the Panchitos are just really a nice head. Someone who says I'm changing my 40mm to 44 and 48 ideas will see my horsepower temporarily. I don't know. I don't know enough about them carburetors. I always ran the Weber 34s forever. I'm almost trying to get out of running the IDFs, but I know I got no choice, I guess, you know. Uncle Bond, that should have felt pretty snappy to you. I mean, I hope everything is tuned in properly, because from what you had and what you went to, you should really be pretty happy right now, I think. I'm getting excited for the engine rebuild I'm planning to do. Some of you guys plan about MP. Well, you youngins never dealt with J.C. Whitney. Yeah, I did, Joe. J.C. Whitney. MP just don't feel too bad, does it, Rick? I still can remember sitting on my bed at 16 going through the J.C. Whitney catalog and thinking, wow, 87mm pistons, you know. That was good. It's later, I forgot to tell you, 79 Suzuki running the carbs off the bike now. I'm gonna let them soak for a while. Oh, that's cool, Justin. That's, I don't never see them like that anymore. That thing is stock, the paint and everything. Rick loved J.C. Whitney. I bought a lot of parts from Whitney. Popular talk with me first before swapping carbs. You know, the Whitney, I never even realized that they've been around a long time. I forget when, because I can't look it up right now, but I think they've been around since like the 30s or 40s or something like that. Rick, when I was a teenager, I spent a fortune on J.C. Whitney, and the damn thing ever fit right, but it was an education in fabrication. Yeah. Gonna ask you to do birthday greeting for a guy named Nick, and please be careful about doing that. If you said the name fast, it would be a racial slur. I don't even know what you're talking about, Russ. Guy in the last meeting asked if you do a birthday greeting for a guy named Nick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that, to tell you the truth. I'm happy, but I need something to teach these pesky Altima or Kia lessons in power. Just make sure you're tuned right. You know what I mean? Because if you're not, you know, you may not be getting all the power out of the motor that you can get. Cut it out. Don't. But sorry, my dogs are going to aggravate now. Just make sure you're tuned right, you know. And did you pull a plug? You know, have somebody pull a plug and check it and see what it's running like, you know what I mean? But 1914 should have woke it up. Like, you should really notice a difference in that, in all honesty. I mean, that's definitely a 1914, right, Uncle Bon? Like, I forget what the deal was with that. I think you swapped somebody or something for that. I wanted a horn with all the different sounds for J.C. Whitney. They had stainless steel Jeep bodies for a while. Yeah, they still have a few catalogs, J.C. Whitney from 25 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Hey, have a great week, Gary. Be safe at work. And thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. Yeah, 25 years ago. Yeah, I would have been, that would have been in 1980. Yeah, I can remember. Boy, I wished I saved them catalogs. I remember in 1980 sitting there reading the JC catalog because, you know, I just started driving and all that. So wished I'd have kept some of those. I know JC Whitney had a bunch of fiberglass Jeep body parts. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff. I liked when they had the Beetle catalog, so to speak. You know what I mean? That was fun. Wasn't very big, but big enough, you know, that, you know, I complain about the internet, but then also the internet's been a blessing because I can get parts that I need now, you know. JC Whitney still has catalogs on the website, but nothing really for bugs. I miss going on with Radio Shack. That's funny you said that, Russ, because I watch a recollection something, I forget, they're on YouTube, and they show old stores and blah, blah, blah. And they showed Radio Shack the one night. There was like a small documentary on it, and I thought that was really cool because I used to like going to Radio Shack. I bought a wide-eye Baja kit from them about 82. Again, well, damn thing fit. I'm sure, Mike. Yeah, Russ, I miss Radio Shack. I do. I used to go there actually quite often, and there was a shopping center near us, a plaza, when I was a kid, and we used to always go in. Yeah, Recollection Road. That's it, Robert. I love that channel. They have 2 channels. I can't remember the name of the other one, but that made me smile. I love watching stuff like that. But yeah, I used to like going to Radio Shack. JC Whitney and Money Owners. Funny thing is, Vintage, is my mom, well, she has no internet. She refuses. She watches VHS tapes. She does have cable. She still goes down to the shopping center near her house, gets money orders, and that's how she pays her light bill or gas bill or everything. She said they don't need my checking account number. She's better off. She's happy living in the 70s, technically. It's definitely 1914, pretty heavy responsive for sure. Los Angeles drivers need to learn to respect what bug is made of. Yeah, you know what, Uncle Bon, I forgot, because you are in a lot of traffic. I wasn't thinking about that. Where I'm at, it gets hectic, but not like that, because from watching your videos for a while, yeah, you're in some traffic out there, aggressive traffic. Oh, Justin, do you watch that too? I was going to open a second channel, non-monetized, although I can't control their commercial crap. I wanted to do voiceovers and, excuse me, start doing the type of stuff Recollection Road is. I mean, I'm not going to copy them, but I really wanted to do a second channel doing that. A no-pay channel, just fun. I love doing stuff like that. Last one, others exact same way. I respect that for sure. Yeah, Mike, it's like it blows me away because my mom refuses to step forward. And if she's happier, you know, it is what it is, you know. She has one credit card for emergency, and here's the best part. She would not give the credit card company her phone number. She's like, no, you don't need it. She did it through the mail in a letter, but I don't know. Memory Mountain also has old school vids. I'll look that up. I will look that up, Robert, because I love watching stuff like that. It keeps me away from all the other crap, you know. Let me see. Memory Mountain. I want to look that up. I love watching stuff like that. You do the voiceover just like Rick Seaback. Hey, I punched that in the other night. I punched in Rick Seaback documentaries, and I let him rip in the background while I was busy because his voice, you know what I mean? I like his voice. But he did a good job on Pittsburgh and diners and just stuff like that, you know. I love getting JC Whitney kegs when I was a teenager, just like looking at different parts, but never ordered anything from them. You know what? I don't think I really did order from them that much when I was young, because I was lucky enough to have a buggy shop down the road. Unfortunately, they closed in the late 80s, I believe. Thank you, Otto. Actually, Heather, that was one of my Christmas gifts. Yeah, Christmas gift. I couldn't remember. It was Father's Day. No, it was Christmas gift. Thank you. They all get me. Heather just put out that new logo. So there are regular members logo is in the T-shirt. Down in the description at every video is the T-shirt store. But Heather put the new logo in. I think I showed it in my last video. So that's in the T-shirt store. Man, people went crazy on that logo. She's good at designing that stuff. Me, I can't even do that crap. Let's see the mug behind you. I don't know which mug you mean. Looking. Oh, that's in the store. I don't know if I can get it right. I'm trying. Actually, there's mugs in there and travel mugs now, and they have the new logo or this logo, whatever one you choose. You know, Heather bought that one a while back. I kept my JC Whitney catalogs on top of my Playboys as camouflage. That was a good idea, Rick. That was okay. Let me. Thank you for the donation, Uncle Bon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. And I thank everybody who's been sending donations in through the PayPal link. That it really helps with the channel more than anyone realizes. So Uncle Bon, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let me see her. I got to catch up. Brent is the guy that needs to do voiceover work. He is the Motel 6 voice. We'll leave the light on for you. Lord Mark, how are you, buddy? And thank you. I love this shirt. I do. You're supposed to use the magazine jacket or a Playboy so no one knows you're looking at them. Motto of the VW world. Missing the JC Whitney cow as much as a mini Cabela's catalog. I can't afford $6 a night. Is the PayPal link the best way to make a donation? Yeah, actually it is. That's why Heather puts in under each videos in the description it says donation, something with a PayPal link, because YouTube actually keeps a percentage when you do that here. It's just YouTube, you know what I mean? PayPal's not as hard on me, you know what I mean? Honey, go lay down, please. But sorry about that. Lily's got a bone, so Raven wants it, so you know what's going to happen soon here. I've never had Playboys in my life, any other of those mags. Whoops, I missed this. Really, Brent does that. And no, I've never had any either, Mike. I never bought them. I have. Actually, the only thing I did do is, I forget, 20 years ago. I can't really remember. I forget where I got them, but I collected some that were like, they had Marilyn Monroe, Trump. There was a bunch of them, and I just never opened them. They're still sealed to this day, you know. Don't know why, because they're probably not going to be worth much. She's just yakking on a bone. That's a Rottweiler, too. Christmas Vacations. I love that movie. YouTube definitely has to take a cut. They don't make enough. I feel bad for them, Justin. I don't know how they're surviving. I wish somebody else would buy Google, because I know they're keeping a lot more money than they should, but it's just my thought, you know. Everybody always like, what are you doing with all that YouTube money? I didn't know I was getting much, to tell you the truth. But no, the donations always help out a lot. They really do. No Brood, I've seen a couple, just not really worth spending the money on, but I'm cheap as a jack. I'm cheap when it comes to certain things. I really am. I mean, I buy quality when it comes to like the car, you know, car parts, you know. I do the best that I can anyhow, or the house. With Heather, I buy quality stuff when she lets me buy her something. But when it comes to, I don't know, it's hard to explain certain things in life. I get cheap, like, especially on myself. I don't like to spend money. Marlene, sleeping on the laundry, pal. I think you're going to have hair in your laundry. It is a good movie, Rob. It is. I like things that make me laugh, because we have enough stress in life. I mean, Chevy Chase did an awesome job in that. Super chats give insensitive to put the channels and the algorithm. Uncle Bon, you're right. And I appreciate when you do that. I really do. I mean, I never even knew when I switched that on. I didn't understand completely how that worked. And I couldn't figure out, like, how are people donating here? What are they doing? So I went in myself and was looking, and here I seen the tab for it then, because I had no idea. When the super chats promote that way, I did see somebody say something about the algorithm. One of the other YouTubers that just tells how YouTube works, they did say when there's donations and super chats, it does push the channel up so more people see it. So, but I'm stupid at a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not really, I just like film and upload. It's stupid when it comes to cars. Nah, Mike, you're not stupid to cars. I'm trying to read the articles, and Rick, I didn't know you wrote anything in them. I just looked at the pictures when I did see them. He was great. The Where we watch the movies as a family together every year. Yeah, I watch Christmas Vacations, and then I get weird because I watch the old claymations, I think they're called, like Santa's Coming to Town, The Year Without a Santa, Rudolph, like that stuff. Hey, number one, welcome in. I love watching that stuff. It takes me back, you know, Frosty the Snowman. I watch the same stuff every year. Sometimes I watch it not at Christmas time and use it as background noise when I'm like editing a video or doing something. Not sure why I do that, but it kind of puts me in a good mood, you know. But I don't have cable anymore. I got rid of my cable like 4 years ago. So whatever I have on DVD, and then we stream. We do have Amazon Prime, which I think that's going to be leaving soon because we don't really use it much. I do a lot of the free apps. I forget the name of them without looking. And I'll let some movies run on air once in a while, but I usually use YouTube for background stuff. I'll put on a VW show or Heather watches gardening stuff, you know. Christmas with the Cranks. Yeah, Santa Drives a Buck to Helen Stars. Funny movie. Absolutely. I like Tim Allen. I like his personality. I really do. I will admit that I made a fortune on my dibs when I sold out, but that was a crazy situation. I actually benefited from selling a few I've had in the past to help out with family situations, but the 68, definitely hold on to it. It's not going anywhere. As soon as we can get good internet where we live, we are canceling our direct TV. Yeah, Justin, I know you're a little more countryside out there, so I know that's a little more difficult. Do you have Starlink out there, Justin? I think you would, or I don't know. I don't know where all that is available at. T-Mobile came out with some type of 5G internet stuff now for $50 a month, but I don't know much about that yet. You could hear a dump truck driving through nitro drizzling. I like that guy on there. I forget his name, the older fella. He was actually really good. Dubs even would be nice to be able to type. This is lovely. And Heather is absent. She's not elbows deep in an oven full of Toll House cookies. She's in her, you missed out earlier. I was saying that she's in her craft room. She's been in her all day. She got a new table for in there and then put something on there. I don't know. So she don't cut the table up when she's doing stuff. So she's in her glory. When she's in her craft room or her garden, it's hard to even get her to go anywhere anymore. She's like, I just like being home, which I can get it sometimes, you know. Couldn't hear. I tried the T-Mobile when it's nice, but only 1 bar of service. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I have Verizon, and you've been here, Justin. I only have 1 bar here all the time with Verizon. When I had AT&T, I had 3 bars all the time, but they got so expensive I had to switch. Yeah, they are Kentucky, and I'll tell you why. I bought from West Coast Metric my window rubbers last time, and actually they came labeled from Wolfsburg West. I don't know, but they were fine. So finally hopped on. How you doing, Evan? See here, I forgot just today that I spent over $60,000 on DirecTV since I signed up. Wow, you've had them a long time. Woo. I hate spending money on internet and cable and all that. I get frustrated. I always feel it's wasteful, you know. Damn, this 45-second thing is killing me. I keep that on her because the one time I didn't, I was so far behind on messages I couldn't even catch up with it. It like spun out of control. I can't change it though. Well, I don't think I can. I'll change it to like 30 seconds next time. No, I can't change it while I'm in here. Let me see. I have T-Mobile, never had a problem. Yeah, it just depends where you're at. We need cookies. I purchased Western Metric, and part was clearly Wolfsburg West. I thought so, Otto, because when I got mine that time, it said Wolfsburg West, and I had to look at the package because I kind of forgot where I ordered from for a second, but never an issue at all. Prefer a happy place, maybe print some gingerbread and plant some oatmeal raisin peanut butter chips in the garden. You can almost hear her smile. Yeah, she loves being in her garden or her craft room. Outside of that, she don't smile as much when we're out now. Somebody sells seals to other VW parts vendors. Oh, is that how that starts, Vintage? So it's Wolfsburg West buying from West Coast? Because I know when I actually, I ordered from West Coast Metric and it said Wolfsburg West on it. But that was a nice seal, though. It was nice and soft. And it was on a curved windshield on the Super. And I was really worried about breaking that windshield because they're not cheap, you know. You and me both, this internet sucks. It does, Alita. I get tired of the whole internet and cable bills and all that. I just feel it's wasteful a lot, you know, is what it is. But I'm always trying to cut corners, you know, on bills. I just remember the WCMSP is called the Euro Carnival. That's in the fall, though, right, Justin? I'm pretty sure. I should figure out how much I've spent on Verizon since I signed up with them, but I might shoot myself. Yeah, don't check, Mike. I bought a rubber floor map CIP1, and it was the Wolfsburg West part. Wow, that's weird, Dave. I didn't know they intermixed with them at all, to tell you the truth. Wolfsburg West makes a lot of stuff in-house. Yeah, they do, actually. My sunroof cables I got from Wolfsburg West, and they were really nice. And Brian that works there did tell me they make them, you know, there. So would you buy, sell, trade, win, lose, break, or fix this week? Anybody got anything solid for sale? I think the default superior product and price set might be it might be the Wolfsburg. Depends. Yeah, I don't got nothing fun right now. I mean, I need to get back work on my car soon. I do know that. My arm's healing up nicely, though. It's just taking time. I can tell when I overwork it, though. I think your requirement was October, November. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I knew it was in the fall around there. And you said for it being the first one, there was a decent turnout, you know. So that's actually a good thing. I was hoping Dog would stop in the night. I haven't seen him. I don't know where he is. Yeah, that 70's a piece of crap. Yeah, that was way worse than I thought it was going to be. I didn't even tell Dalton yet, but, you know, 300 cars were there. Yeah, okay, that was a lot more than I thought they were going to be. I'll definitely come out to that. I didn't think it'd be that big of a turnout, you know what I mean, for the first time like that. That was really good. I think you said there was water pumpers there, too. So that's pretty cool, though. I really didn't expect it to be that big. I've been getting bamboo tray for Lucy, but none for J-Bugs fit or the universal, or they can fit any bug. I think that the original ones from years ago are nice, but I have one in a box sitting downstairs from CIP1 I didn't try yet, so I can't comment on it. And I don't know where mine was made. It came from CIP1, but I'm not sure. I'm sure if it don't fit, they aren't going to care because they're not very fun to deal with, sadly. 70 Beetle bus or back? I didn't know who you were talking to, number one. Oh, I think you're talking to Discoveries. For bamboo is different from sedan. And I just sold 4 of those darn things. And hey, just out of curiosity, when my husband and I were driving back home, he would press the brake and the car would shake. Is this a normal thing? No, that's not normal. Is that a Super Beetle? Because a lot of times you got to start checking all them bushings and everything in the front end. I mean, that could be a number of things, though, honestly. I mean, was one of the brakes hanging up? I mean, that could be so many things when they start shaking when you're braking. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme like that. But that's not normal, though, at all. The floor mats I got from were not good quality. It didn't match originals. They had poles and trimmed very badly. When I called them, they didn't seem to care. That's kind of weird. I've never had a problem with Wolfsburg, ever. Anytime I got a hold of them, Dave, they were very, very fine-tuned. And it ain't like they knew who I was or anything. Didn't matter, you know. Any bugs, as long as it isn't a Super Beetle, works. And it's bamboo trays friendly to long-legged people. I never had one yet. This will be my first one, in all honesty. I never seen anybody complain about that part of Kentucky, to tell you the truth. Rediscoveries, not... Y'all have a great day. Thanks for all the advice. Hey, William, have a nice night, buddy. I'm going to be heading out of here in a minute, too. I hope you have a great, great week. Does regular aftermarket or full flow matter for 1641 oil filter kits? Oh, do you mean the, are you trying to go for the oil filter kit that bolts to the oil pump? Is that the one you mean? I don't know which, I got confused on what you were doing there, Williamson. Oops, I meant there. And Super Beetles are the best. They are very comfortable. They are. Yeah, Super Beetle, Lita, get under there and tell them to start checking some bushing, stuff like that. Tell them to check the tie rods to see if there's any, hey, have a good week, Robert. Thank you for stopping in. And see if any of the tie rods are bad, any loose front end parts, because when he's hitting that brake, there's some give there, and it's obviously causing, a shake like that. Williamson, yes. Okay, because the I shouldn't really comment a lot on it, but the oil filters that bolt to the oil pump, some people have told me that they run hotter because the exhaust is there, but at the same time, they're stock on Mexican Beetles that way. Grants, you know what's your nickname now? What color? Bug? Red Scobies. I took 2 allergy pills and my antibiotic for a tooth. I'm about to listen to Reddit stories till I fall asleep. Good night, Dylan. Have a great week, buddy. I'm heading out here in a second anyhow. Let me see. I was surprised too. I've been used top quality parts from them. Don't think I ever did a video about it. I don't know, Dave. I really have never had a problem with Westberg West, honestly. So I'm kind of surprised by that. Yeah, Alita, tell them to check, the front end parts. Make sure that you don't have a bad tie rod or something like that. It's hard. Good night, Irish. Have a great day, buddy, tomorrow. And thanks for stopping in. When he's hitting the brake, one of them loose parts may be shaking on there. So I would definitely look into that. I have long legs and a bamboo tray. So no issues. Okay, thanks, Mark. Because I couldn't comment on that. I don't know. My first one sitting downstairs, and sure it ain't in yet, Chubby great away. It's white and galvanized steel. Great to be here. Hey, Rob, how you doing? I'm sorry you're catching me on the way out because I'm signing off in a minute. Buy one, buy all. P.S. Heather cookies. Yeah. Hey, somebody come in. Sorry, I had to close my door. But I am going to head out, folks, because I got a very long day tomorrow. But thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I truly, truly appreciate it. There's still 40 people in here. But everybody have a great day tomorrow. Have a great week. And everybody stay safe. Try to keep your chin up and smile, because things will get better eventually. And keep, and good night, Vintage 76. And thanks for your tips. I always appreciate those a lot. I need you to know that. But thank you all, folks. And I'll see you next Sunday. And I might have 2 videos out this week because somebody sent me a mechanic's chair. I'm going to try it out. So it'll be a different video. I'm not going to use that as a main video. So, okay. Blessings, everybody. And I'll see you soon.